All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who we endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim wa Akwathim who believe in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until the bitter end, I say it again. Shalom. So like the title says, everything's killing you. This is based on a small conversation I had recently while I was training. And a guy that I knew from there, he was talking about, and he just mentioned it to me. And he also talked about how other people that he knows as well have experienced like actual problems in their body because they took the COVID-19 vaccine shot, which a lot of people, especially you Babylonians, took. And it caused a lot of bodily issues. And little do these people know that because they do that, how much more in the future, how much more are they going to continue to trust in Babylon the Great, the worst society that's ever been in existence? This nation is literally predicated on the destruction of the average person, and you Babylonians are eating it all up. He literally said that once he took the vaccine, it fucked up his whole body. I think it also fucked up his client because he's also a personal trainer, and his client is experiencing a deterioration in his nervous system. But he did some sort of cleanse, and now he's like, I guess, halfway better. He didn't really explain it further than that, but from what I remember, he also said that he was having some issues in his legs. I mean, if you're having all these problems from taking an actual vaccine, which you really shouldn't be taking any of those to begin with, you're trusting in oppression. You're trusting in the worst case scenario for yourself, for your spirit, and for your flesh. The worst person that's in power right now has it out for everybody, including his own people. And this guy was a Moabite, and I'm assuming that his clientele was an Edomite. But either way, these people, they have an infatuation, they have a love for this terrible, deathly society that Esau has propped up. And it's only going to get worse. And all this commotion and all these lies and deception is all going to come crumbling down because people are talking about the lies that they've been led to believe. The lies that the vaccine is going to help them. It's going to help them for experiencing further symptoms from if they were to catch COVID-19, the symptoms would be less and they wouldn't die and it wouldn't spread. And it doesn't make any sense when you think about it. If the COVID-19 vaccine is not gonna prevent the COVID-19 actual virus from spreading, what's the point of getting it? But these people are not thinking about it. They're just focused on, okay, I got to protect myself. I got to protect my family. And really, you're just trusting in oppression. And we don't do that. The prophets have made it abundantly clear that this captivity is the worst captivity ever in existence. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Chaldees. So because you people trust in oppression, it's going to be a terrible sight for y'all, the end of y'all that continue to love this place. Let me get Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, and neither seek Yahweh. Exactly. A lot of our people, which is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, still trust in Egypt. You still trust in the spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt all over again, just like y'all did in the ancient world. Y'all literally don't understand that this guy that is ruling this earth, he doesn't like y'all. He doesn't respect y'all. He wants y'all to die grievous deaths. That's not what's being understood by our people and the general population of the heathens. Y'all still want to make it in Babylon. Y'all still want to be this pristine person with this great image. Y'all want to be seen as this successful person to a so-called white person. The same person who is destroying just about everywhere they go. But y'all want to continue to trust in this oppression. And that's why the Lord is justified in putting a lot of people to death. And because the ultimate, I guess you can say, covenant or agreement that y'all love this captivity is when Revelation 13:16, that mark of the beast is implemented and it's going to be mandatory to get it. We're going to see exactly who was for this society and who was against it. That's going to be the ultimate test for everyone on this earth. And let me just get it. Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we know that's the radio frequency identification chip. It's not Christianity. It's not Catholicism. It's not the black woman. It's the radio frequency identification chip. That is the mark of the beast. How can you buy and sell Christianity? How can you buy and sell a vain philosophy? All these things are not adding up to Revelation 13:16. Let's keep going. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that's where just about everyone on this earth is familiar with 666. Again, this whole society is predicated on the upliftment of death, the upliftment of things that are contrary to life itself. But we're the problem when all we're doing is preaching the truth. And the truth is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. The laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord are going to be upheld in due time. No matter how much you people hate us, no matter how much y'all mean mug us, scoff at us, we're going to continue to do the work of the Lord until the bitter end of this captivity. Again, this is the worst captivity for everybody. Even Esau is finished in his own kingdom. We got to get out of here. This is not our place of rest. We got to understand that this whole world is lying in wickedness, and it's not going to get any better for anybody. Just trust in the Lord. Continue to abide in his works, because there's nothing out here for us as those that believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Again, we got a Moabite telling me that he took 2 COVID vaccine shots. Now his body is all fucked up. And his client's body's fucked up. That doesn't make any sense. I thought these were supposed to help you out. I thought you were supposed to feel so much better, be on point with yourself. But that's not true. Let me get this in Sirach. 10 or 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Exactly, his wickedness is going to show eventually. You just have to continue to watch and look and see how they really are. And I'm talking about the Edomites. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest, when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Exactly. Remember the words and the wisdom that the Lord has given to us, his servants. You got to apply the wisdom that you've been given so that you don't get overtaken by this world and all the bullshit that it promotes. Because that's what it is. It's all horseshit. It's not good for us. The air is polluted. The water is polluted. The people are polluted. They're corrupt. They trust in Babylon the Great. They trust in the same person who wants to kill them. But we do the exact opposite. And we continue to make our bodies a living sacrifice in this evil, wicked kingdom that's fallen. And it's only going to get worse over time. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Exactly. Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Exactly. No one's going to pity you. You've been warned. You've been told. Don't follow in the same society that hates you, that despises you. And I'm talking specifically about the nation of Israel. But y'all don't want to get it. Y'all want to continue to trust in the same place that has it out for you with pure wickedness. And that's all right, because we're doing our part. Y'all doing y'all part. Everybody has a part to play. That's why we can't stress out. It's impossible to stress out when you believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because we understand everybody has a lot. Some people were appointed to be put to death. Some people were meant to get it. Some people were not meant to get it. Some people were just meant to be in between, but eventually they either do get it or they don't get it. So no sweat off the servants of the Lord. We good. Are you good? That's the real question. Are you good? Are you taking heed? Because if not, it's all good. We're going to continue to abide in Adon Ratazak. We continue to make our calling and election sure, because Babylon the Great and all the wickedness that it promotes is going to be a thing of the past. You loving your life is going to be a thing of the past. You're going to be destroyed for loving this life. And right along with your oppressor that y'all love so much. Mr. White Man, help me. The Lord is going to cast down all imaginations, and everything is going to go under the obedience of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Let me get that and I'll end it out. Second Corinthians 10. Verse 4. Let me start at 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. And that's exactly what's going on every day, or every other day. The prophets are making their bodies a living sacrifice to let y'all know that the Lord is going to make his return. And he's going to cause a lot of bloodshed, a lot of indignation, righteous bloodshed upon this earth. Because the harvest is plenty. There's a lot of people that are already worthy of death. There's billions of bodies ready to be plucked up. And there's a lot of babies that were born in vain. Verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. And once we do our part, and Lord willing, we are the hopeful elect, continuing to abide in the Lord, having faith in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, that he died for the nation Yasharallah, and continue to rehearse the righteous acts, the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, we're getting the hell out of here and enduring to the end. That's what it all comes down to. Those 3 things is all we got to do. And everything else, let everybody fall where they got to fall, because the Lord is going to cast a huge number of people to that fire, to the sword, to the pestilence, to the famines, to the fire. It's going to be bad out here for all of y'all that trust in this killer, this murderer, this deceptive liar. And that's what we have to say through the Spirit. I want to say Kol Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say Shalom.